Hey guys, welcome back to Short Score. I'm James, your host. It's a pleasure to be with you again. I'm sorry we haven't had as much content as we would like. We were having some building works done, and due to present day COVID situation, that's been extremely delayed, and bits and pieces of the studio are not quite finished and are not really suitable to record in, so I'm out recording whilst walking a dog instead. So today we're going to get into why I'm going to term the sort of Westworld fallout, and there's an important couple of things I just need to say before I start going through this. Firstly, this is going to talk about my opinion and opinions of others, and the first thing I'd like to emphasize is differing opinions are okay. I'm not saying one opinion is more important than the other, and I'm just giving my opinion. Everyone is entitled to that, and really that should be clarified. Secondly, I'm going to mention some names of some people. Please don't go into contacting them and getting on top of them. There's a lot of stuff already going on in this debacle. We don't need more nonsense added to it. So to catch people up who don't know, and if you don't know, I'm surprised, Westworld, HBO teamed up with Spitfire Audio to run a competition for composers to have an opportunity to rescore a scene, and that's the first thing that should be celebrated, is that opportunity was even possible for us to have an opportunity to score to something that had such high quality sound effects, imagery, cue points. Incredible opportunity, and 11,000 people took that opportunity, and congratulations to all those people that did. Now, I've listened to a lot of entries, nowhere near that many entries, but all the entries I have heard in some way have had some merit to them, and people have worked incredibly hard to do what they thought the competition wanted them to do. And that's the first thing. Is what you need to remember is this is a competition, and it works slightly differently to how the industry overall works, and we'll come on to that in a minute. So on Saturday at 1800 hours, Paul Thompson from Spitfire went on stream and announced the runners-up and the winners of the competition. And what should have been an incredible moment for those guys was marred pretty much instantly by a large number of people criticizing the winner's choice. Now, the winner, David Cadell, did, in my opinion, an incredible job and a really left field original score. And in the context of competition, if you imagine judges going through 11,000 entries in a competition, it's the things that make entries stand out. And certainly I didn't hear before or during anything that sounded like that entry. And David knows what he's doing. He's worked in the industry for a long time. He's got some incredible credits, and there were no limitations on this competition. So congratulations to him, and a well-deserved win. And that's the first thing, is people who are doing this, remember, anyone could enter this competition. There were no restrictions. Anyone could have entered. You entered, I entered, other people entered, David entered, and he won. And that's the way competitions go. You're never going to quite know what the jury is looking for, and there's no way the jury in this situation is going to sit and write feedback for 11,000 entries, or, as some people were saying, give personal phone calls to people like that. For one, this wasn't a paid-for competition. There aren't the funds to be paying people to sit and do that. They've done this alongside their other business. Now, granted, there'll be the people that shout in the room, but they've done this for marketing. Yeah, they have, and fair play to them. They've earned money for marketing. At the end of the day, Spitfire are a business. They need to earn money. But just, I would say, before you jump on the bash Spitfire bandwagon, which so many people are doing, and being like, we're not going to buy your products anymore, don't be so ridiculous. The things that Spitfire, Paul and Christian have done for the community in terms of labs, in terms of opportunities like this, in terms of YouTube videos with tutorial, in terms of promoting and thinking about new ways, and frankly being bold with their ideas, is incredible. And some people, I think, are far too quick to forget that. And this opportunity that we should have had to be celebrating on behalf of these people, and celebrating that so many people did something with a score, 11,000 different ways to score a single scene, shows how diverse our creative ideas are. Now, the other group of people will be saying, oh, well, the reason why that one is because there are 11,000 entries that were the same. And do you know what? Everyone has got to go down a journey. Your journey as a composer quite often begins copying other people, borrowing. That's the nature of how music works for you to learn, and you've got to find your own voice. And I think when Christian did his video in response to this, he nailed it on the head. How many times, and he's a veteran, we should listen to him, and I couldn't believe then suddenly in the comments on his video, people are going, no, I disagree with you completely, you're talking rubbish. The guy is a veteran of media composition. If he is telling you that this is the way something works, it probably actually is the way that something works, and you need to accept it. And in my own short experience as a media composer, when I have done something different or pushed out of my comfort zone or backed up against what people have said to me, and I've submitted something that actually is different, it has worked, and I have ended up getting the job, and it has been the cue that's been used. Now, that's not to say, and you're entitled to your opinion to say that the winner was not good, that's fine, but that's your opinion, and that's what you need to remember in your opinion. And your opinion doesn't mean that you can't congratulate the guy and celebrate what should have been a fantastic time. And it's rolled over into so many Facebook groups now with people making meme posts and other things. And frankly, what we should have all been doing, and what I'm going to urge you to do, is this. On the Short Score Facebook page, I'm going to create a post and a profile for people to post their version of their Westworld score for like-minded people to listen and just comment and talk about what you think went well. What cue points did they hit really well? What worked? What didn't work? What could they do to improve? Because that's what we should be using this exercise is. If you're bitter in this industry about not winning or not getting a job, you're not going to go far, because rejection lies around every possible corner. Now, I'm lucky I get work coming in quite often, but compared to that amount of work I get coming in often, there's so many things that I don't get. And never have I been bitter about it. Yep, I've had moments of reflection, and as we all possibly have, and thought, why am I doing this? What's the point? Why wasn't it me? I thought my score for that was really incredibly great. But quite often, and especially when directors or producers or whoever I've linked with a project comes back to me and says, look, not this time, we really thank you, but we're going to go a different direction, then most of the, I, even if they've responded to me, I always make sure I wish them luck for the project. And, I'd always say to them, let me know when it's done so I can have a look and see what did do it, because I want to know what was it that edged me out. I want to learn what didn't I do, what could I have done. I want to see what was different, and that's the difference. Reputation's intact. The people who are going around on these YouTube videos on Facebook, there will be filmmakers and other potential peers and colleagues that you might work with in the future that have seen you just trash talk and behave unprofessionally. You're not going to get a job. There's no director who's going to get a job. And the final thing I would say on this, the most bizarre thing to come out about this, is the conspiracy theory that David Cadell somehow knows J.J. Abrams. Yep, true, from his own IMDb profile that he worked as an assistant sound on Mission Impossible 3. There's no way he probably even ever had any contact with a director in such a junior role. There were probably 30 upwards people working between him and JJ. There's no reason that he ever would have crossed paths with him, met with him, and to think that is just ridiculous. And to an extent, if you're a professional, you might cross paths with all kinds of people in this business, but that's the difference, is leaving a positive footprint, learning what you can. If you want to be better at this and you want to do this well, you need to be open, you need to be sensible, and you need to come to good conclusions and not attack others for doing well. Appreciate others, understand why, learn something from it. And to that end, if you like competitions like me, or things where things are equally balanced out, feedback is given, I would urge you to check out Music Weekly's challenge on Twitter. I wish I could do more of them these days, but I'm so busy. But I learnt so much in a very short time that I participated weekly in this idea, and made so many quite good people that I can go to, talk to about ideas and other things and contacts, that it's an incredible idea, and I would encourage you to go check it out, listen to some of the incredible work there. And the beauty of that community, and this is how the community should have behaved around Westworld, was everyone is celebratory of each other's work and is able to offer something else to enhance it further, or something that makes it stand out. Guys, do post your Westworld stuff in the Facebook group. I'll link it below in the description. Links to social media and other things are involved. Get in touch in your comments. Let me know what you think. All opinions respected. Let's have a sensible and mature debate about it. Say what you want to say in the comments, and I'll try and read them and respond where I can. Take care, and I'll be back soon for more content.